we're very excited because he's one of Britain's greatest Olympians, becoming the most titled rower in history after winning 5 gold medals in 5 consecutive Olympic Games.
That picture just makes you look tired, just makes you feel tired, doesn't it? See, you're like, oh, God, the lactic acid. But as Steve Redgrave swaps his oars for some skates with his sporting skills, will his sporting skills help him become a champion once more on this year's Dancing on Ice? Take a look.
It's Steve Redgrave and his partner, Vicky Ogden.
I have to say, you're most probably one of the most improved from boot camp.
You should be really proud of yourself, honestly. The way that you committed to that, that's what I think is just amazing.
17.5 out of 40.
I've obviously got to rely on the public vote. I want to be here longer, so public, please.
It's movie night!
But I think for you personally, I can see an improvement in the skating this week, so well done.
So for next week, if you are here, I'd love to see you do a lot more on your own and show us a lot more skills.
The couple through to next week is...
Sir Steve and Vicky!
And Sir Steve joins us now. And Steve, before we start, I know you wanted to just say a few words about the poor skaters who...
Yeah, the condolences from the whole Skating on Ice team is on that flight. There were a number of young skaters that are just starting their career around 15. Some of our pro skaters have commentated them in competitions. And some of the coaches, some are world champions. Some of our coaches skated against them in their youth. So, absolutely, Bovingdon, devastation.
Quite close to
very close community.
Yeah.
Our hearts go out to all their families, definitely. Welcome to the sofa. It's so lovely to see you. And do you know what? I'm going to say it's lovely to see you on the ice. It's just lovely to see you in general.
Well, the general public seem to be loving it anyway. I'm not sure about the judges.
How are you finding your experience? Because, I mean, let's be honest, it doesn't look easy.
It's not easy. I've probably done about 80 hours of ice training up to this point, and I still look like a beginner.
Do you know what? It's getting that click, isn't it? There's a moment where it clicks in. It just hasn't clicked in with you, has it?
It's starting to click in for me. Probably the end of December, when we're sort of breaking up for Christmas and New Year.
Yeah.
I was on that curve, and then we stopped for a few weeks, and then you're coming in, then you're straight into live shows. So the judges are trying to get me to do some more skating on my own, which this week I'm doing. But thank you to the public for keeping me in. I'm absolutely loving it. The whole team behind the scenes are absolutely fantastic. And I want to stay there for another week. If I can stay there for another week, my eldest daughter can come. She's a trauma plastic surgeon down in Swansea, and she hasn't had the opportunity for being there. So if I can get through one more week.
I love the story. It's like when you first started, they were like, here's your tickets. You're like, can I get them all for show 1? Just in case.
That's all my mates.
Just in case. Has the discipline of being a rower, you know, one of the greatest rowers of all time, has that helped this at all? Obviously, it's a completely different discipline, but the actual focus and training and what it takes.
I think the mental side of it, of one of the things there isn't that many ice rinks around the country, so getting ice time is really difficult. And one of the things on the show is everyone has to do the same amount of hours.
Right.
So if you're starting right at the beginning, you're learning how to skate, where some of the others that had better skating skills to start off are working on their routines and tricks and everything. Yeah. Well, I'm just working on trying to stand up.
Learning how to skate.
And so that was the sort of the thing. I had a couple of falls, sort of winded myself, and got a few ice burns on my knees and stuff like that.
We've actually got some footage of these falls, apparently.
This was in rehearsal, the dress rehearsal last Sunday, just before the show.
Have you just fallen down there?
It's a bit dark,
Slid
but
down.
I'm supposed to be the godfather.
Where are you? At the table. Let's see what she slide down. Oh, hello.
That's great.
Vicky, the pro skater that I'm with, she turned round and saw all she could see was my feet coming out the front of the desk. I'm supposed to be the godfather, but the desk that they built, actually, made the desk, was massive. I thought I was one of the borrowers from it. And then the chair that we only got on the Saturday day before the show is that I had to sit right on the edge of the cushion. And because the desk moves, the chair's fixed, I pushed the desk out the way. And the cushion came up, and we all went underneath.
Oh, my gosh.
Killing myself.
But you've had no injuries yet? as such?
A few injuries, yeah. Yeah.
It's a dangerous sport, isn't
Is
it?
it nice to be back, having that kind of discipline? Because you probably had most of your life.
I'm loving the routine of being into that routine, which I hated by the end of my rowing career, of just doing the same thing day after day for 25 years, and then being out of that for another 25 years and getting back into the routine. I've loved the training, I've loved the preparation, I've loved everyone around. Of all the pro skaters and the celebrities, it's a great atmosphere. I know on all these shows everyone says that, but truly everyone is absolutely delightful to be with.
Yes.
When was the last time you had a good dance? Was it at your wedding?
37 years ago. I don't think it was a good dance.
Was it,
but that was the last time
how did it go? So that's the last time
I can't
you've
even
had a
remember
dance?
of what we actually danced to, which was horrifying. I had to ask my wife of what we actually danced to, and she said, I can't remember. Thank God for that.
Thank goodness. Could you imagine if she remembered and you didn't? So I mean, that's a long time. Basically, you've had a long time dancing, and you've had a little bit of ill health as well, so that's never going to help, is it?
Yeah, I've had 28 years of diabetes, so that doesn't help. But I'm losing the sensation in my feet, only very mildly. So when you've got ice dancing skates on, it's very difficult to find. And there's rakes at the picks at the toe of the ice skate.
Should be so
I
proud of
found them
yourself.
a little bit too often. And as soon as you catch them, that stops you, and you go down. You go down
You've
pretty
got a frozen
heavily.
shoulder as well, haven't you?
I've got a frozen shoulder, and one of the things when I do fall, I do not fall on my shoulder.
Yeah.
Oh, my
Because that would
gosh.
put me out of the show immediately.
I mean, that's an Olympic sport in itself, avoiding the shoulders, you know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
Thanks,
Listen,
Steve.
we wish you all the well. We want to keep you in, because obviously your daughter needs to see you.
No, it's, one more week at least, please.
Oh, definitely. Well, listen, you can catch Steve on Dancing on Ice, which continues on Sunday at 6:25 on ITV1 and ITVX.
Thank
Don't
you.